I believe that every curriculum that has to do with students writing needs to include some creative writing. So this is going to be a short assignment, but we want to make sure that you do this beautifully to lay a foundation for the assignments that are to come. Let's go over this assignment together. We're going to do a short exercise for narrative writing. That's storytelling. So first things first, open a new Word document. Keep that over to the side. Now come back over here and you're going to study this page, which explains narrative and descriptive paragraphs. You're only going to be writing one paragraph today. By clicking those words, what is narrative? This is a little page for you to study. It won't take long, and it's really important that you understand these concepts of narrative writing. After you've studied that page, we're going to go right here, and you're just going to pick one of the paragraphs on that page and read it. See, just pick one of these that you like best and read that. So far, so good, huh? Now, I've read the paragraph. I go to this new Word document that I opened, and you can see here where I have my Word document all ready to go. I go ahead and add my name, course, date, because I'm famous for forgetting that. I highlight word count because I'm really famous for forgetting to put the word count on. And then I have that first paragraph that I need to answer A and B. Let's look at A and B together. For the paragraph I just read, I have two questions to answer in this paragraph. What is the title of the story that I read? Remember to punctuate that properly. There's a link there. That was back in that study guide, but there's a link back to it so you can remember. And describe the words used to paint the picture of the story. And here's a little reading for the picture of the story if you need a little more information about that. That is where you're going to explain what the descriptive words were used to paint the story, otherwise known as the motif, the world of the story. Where is this character operating? And in my Word document, I'll put those answers to those two questions here and here. Now it's time to move on to the fun part of this assignment, and that is section C. Let's look at that together. This paragraph will be a mini masterpiece. It's only going to be 100 words long, and you may not go over 150 words. You're only writing the germ of a story, using lots of creative, descriptive words. So, first things first, we're going to give the paragraph a name because we're going to name this little beginning of a story that we're going to write. And below that, a title image that is a person, the face of a person. Find images anywhere you want, as long as they are sharp and crisp images. No faded, tiny little pics that I can't even see. Make it 2 by 3, and I'll show you how to do that in just a second. And then you're going to drop down 2 spaces and begin the paragraph, double spaced, to include who is this character, where do they live, use lots of descriptive words, start the next sentence like this, and then carry on. Life would have been easy for whoever your character is if it weren't for that one time when. So let's look at that together. There's my title. Don't go in there. And now I'm going to go find a face. Let's go look for one. I went to Google and I just typed in faces. Now, you all don't use the face of a celebrity. Come on, let's be more sensational and creative than that. Let's find a picture that stands out that makes me want to write a story. I already know I want to write a story that's kind of scary. So none of these are going to do. And I do not want a celebrity. Come on. I have more creativity than that. Let's go. Let's see. And nobody's talking to me right now. Uh-oh. There's somebody. If that doesn't say don't go in there, I don't know what does. So I'm just going to, we're not publishing this anywhere. We don't need to worry about this. We're just going to copy the image and paste it in there. So I'm just going to copy it. I'm going back over here to my Word document. And I'm just going to paste it right there. There, that's all that's required for that image. I don't need to do anything fancier than this. You got a fancy project coming up later. Just keep it simple. Okay, now I'm going to finish what the instructions told me to do, which is who is this person, where do they live, and I'm going to complete that sentence that the prompt started me with. Most importantly, I remember to go up here and double space. Okay, so I wrote the prompt, who is she, where does she live, and everything was just going great. And I got to add those words, don't I? Hold on. Okay, so I went back. I got those words that I'm supposed to put in here. So I've got them right there. Okay, so let's see this paragraph. Luann was not a complicated girl. She lived in Temple, a small rural community in East Texas. Nothing much happened in the tumbleweed town of Temple. There's Main Street that doesn't even have a stoplight and a few wood frame homes and cows. Heck, the most excitement the town had known was the time Lester Higgins drove his tractor straight through Thelma Andrews' tomato patch and smooth into her kitchen sink. Life would have been easy for Luann if it weren't for that one time when her friends told her about the abandoned, haunted old boxcar outside of town. She was understandably curious. Whoops, that's not a comma, that's a new sentence. She was understandably curious. And what she saw, well, y'all, let's just say it blew her curly brown hair smooth back off her face, made her eyebrows shoot up to the sky, and her pretty brown eyes turn black as night. Okay, that is the beginning of a story. Let's see how many words that is, y'all. Go over here. We're going to look at review, word count. It's 143 words. Perfect. Now, I'm all through with that. I make sure that everything is Times New Roman. And I go through and I do the word count for everything. And everything is 165 words. So, I can take this yellow highlighting out because I've now remembered to do what I usually forget to do. And 165. And I just save this as a PDF. And I submit it. And there we go. Of course, I want to make sure I proofread it and everything, and we all know that because we want to make sure it's all literate. Now, you're going to have more than 165 words because you have the answers for A and B that you will be completing, and so that will add to your word total. Okay? All right, that's it for this assignment.